Do it like we do it, and we do it.
I like that countdown.
Do it, they don't know what we do it, because we do it, we're doing it. Like, what's going on, though?
I should ask you guys what's going on.
No, I was wondering.
You started it.
I was going and doing it. She was like, what is this?
Man of God.
Receive.
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, yes, welcome to Take 3. Yes, we're here for you every day, Monday to Friday. It's Tuesday, and we're just one day left in 2025. The countdown to a brand new year is officially on. Start checking. Did I do what I wanted to do this year? All right, while many people are already in reflection mode, we are still very much active here, revisiting the highs, confronting the lows, and having important conversations before we step into the new year, 2026. Welcome to Take 3, where pop culture meets perspective. I'm Adele, a.k.a. the voice of God, and it is. Let's go.
A.k.a. man of God.
A.k.a.
sinful man of God.
Now you know that one.
And of course, my name is Kate Adiogun. We begin today with a dirty December package. You know how it is. Now, it's just one day to the year 2026, so we want you to enjoy our activity the day before. And of course, we are going to be bringing you the latest updates across music, film, and culture. Because, these activities, they are conversations that are shaping the industry, and that's why we're here. The headlines are still rolling in. And as the year comes to a close, we reflect on the moments that shaped entertainment in the year 2025, stories that shook the space, and the biggest scandals in entertainment.
Yeah, but how do you know we mean business if we don't have conversations that matter now more than ever? How do we prioritize mental health care among creatives? Well, today we'll be joined by a perinatal anxiety and depression coach to discuss the pressures creatives face and why mental health and mental well-being must be a part of the industry's future. We'll also take you back into the festive chaos with our special package, capturing moments, music, and energy that defined Lagos last night. Guys, let's get the ball rolling.
Energy. Yes. Remember, we're super excited here. The energy is high. Everything is going back to boost. Remember, you're also part of the conversation. Join us at News Central TV across all platforms, and also send us a WhatsApp message. The numbers will be showing on your screen in a short time, so you can also send us a message. We're going to be reading it out. Sharp. It's a full show, but first, let's take you on our Dirty December cruise, because Ghana was in town yesterday, and our very own LaZyWrita's was there to bring us all the updates. We'll be right back. Enjoy. All right, we done show.
Hi guys, LaZyWrita's here, and we're live at Dirty December Fest in Illuminati for the One World Tour experience with Ghana. I'm super excited for this one. Let's get right into it.
So I couldn't miss this for anything.
How was that December for you so far?
Oh man, it's been a lot of fun, man. We done a lot, we gone clubbing, we had a lot of fun. Lagos has treated us well, man. We blessed to be here, man, for real.
Ghana brought his tour back to Africa right here because he had like 3 African artists put on his album. What do you think about that?
Oh man, it's fantastic. I'm Nigerian, my parents are Nigerian and everything, so having him bring Afrobeats artists like Ashake and Burna Boy and all those different type of people on his album shows how the culture is really shifting to America and different parts of the world. So people are starting to appreciate it now, and honestly, it makes me feel fantastic.
Celebrate Ghana today. This is One World Tour. How do you think about that? How are you feeling about that?
I'm excited. This will be my first Ghana concert.
What's your favorite Ghana song? Name like your best 3.
Okay, Hell of a Prize, Richard Millie Plain, Metagala.
How does it feel like to be out for Ghana tonight?
Man, it feels too great. 30 December is a plus. First time in Nigeria in 20 years. I love it. I'm finna come back next year. I'm finna build a house next year.
Okay. How does it feel like to be here in Nigeria now?
It feels really nice, especially with everything going on. you're still able to have fun, and you know the culture and everything is just very warm.
It's amazing because like we also not American, so like seeing an American artist perform here tonight is like a wonder. You know what I'm saying? Like just being able to see him like tour on his own, like and have a big headline for himself is like amazing because it sees like the American and the African influence starting to take control in the America, you know?
It's been an amazing time at the Dirty December Fest right here in Lubin in Lagos, Nigeria, and I can tell you for sure that a time was definitely had. Burna featured 3 of our Afrobeat stars. I'm talking from Ashake, Whiskey to Burna Boy. So it was definitely an experience for Burna to have a stop here in Lagos, Nigeria, and for sure I had a blast time. I'm LazyWrita's. I'll see you on the next one.
Welcome back to Take 3, guys. We hope that you enjoyed that one. I feel like Wizkid coming on stage has to be the highlight for me.
It was
yesterday.
a super surprise. You know,
Aww.
the place went wild.
I mean, it will.
I'm surprised Labaika didn't throw the mic away.
I'm sure he did.
Labaika still had the mic.
I'm sure he did. But
He's Wizkid's biggest fan.
He didn't show us that part.
he didn't show us that part.
People, you don't know
He
Labaika.
was screaming. He took off his shirt and was running around. But yes,
We need that clip, guys.
it was fire. It was good, and I could see that the energy there that night. People were just out there to have fun.
Yeah.
And we tried our best. We survived.
Amazing.
Yes.
All right, guys. Today we reflect on the sudden passing of popular Nigerian influencer, LazyWrita, Burn Anda Damisa, who shared a heartfelt farewell on Instagram before his death. I think it was a scheduled thing, and that sparked deep online conversations about mental health, pressure in the digital age, and emotional well-being. So to help us unpack this, we are joined by Mohammed Hamed, who is, an anxiety and depression coach. We're going to be having this conversation because it's very important. I mean, everybody is starting to use the hashtag suicide is not an option or whatnot, but is that really the narrative we want to push right now because a life was lost? Can you hear us? So we have our guest here.
Hello, Ahmed. Can you hear us? I don't know if you
Ahmed?
can. I don't think you can hear us yet.
Okay. So we are going to go on a quick break to sort that out. We'll be back. Stay with us. All right, welcome back to Take 3, guys. We had to quickly go sort that out, but Hamed can hear us clearly now. And like we said earlier, we are reflecting on the sudden passing of the popular Nigerian influencer, LazyWrita, Burn Anderson Damisa, popularly known as Anda as well, who shared a heartfelt farewell on Instagram before his death, sparking deep online conversations about mental health and pressure in the digital age, and also emotional well-being. So to help us unpack this, we're joined by Mohammed Hamed. Hi, Hamed. Can you hear us now?
Yes, I can. Absolutely.
Thank you for joining us.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that's great. I'm glad that you can hear us. And thank you for taking our time to quickly jump on this conversation. It's quite a conversation of concern. We're looking at mental health in the entertainment space, in the creative space, and how things need to be, looked into. Earlier reports were taking a case study from creative LazyWrita, who openly, recently put out a post and a suicide note, leaving a suicide note and taking his life on, unfortunately. And now we want to discuss this, how important this is in regards to how intentional people should be about the issues of the mind. Because most times as creatives, we focus a lot in creating, and we neglect the part where we need to also check our emotional stability. So what do you have to say about this, looking at the case study and the conversation at large?
Well, I hope I have enough time to expatiate.
Okay.
But it's just to re-emphasize the fact that suicide ideation and suicide attempt itself doesn't come in black or white. There's so much pressure in people trying to, find congruence between their perceived self and their idealized self. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, we can. Please go ahead.
Their perceived self is who they think they are. Their idealized self is who they think they should be. Now, beyond the fact that there are underlying factors to predisposing an individual to suicide ideation, for example, according to based on gender, it's higher in men than in women, okay, because men have poor help-seeking behaviors. We also have some developmental, factors that could contribute to these experiences. For example, the horrid child syndrome. If you've grown up too fast too soon and you do not have a strong foundation psychologically, you can probably experience what we call chronic emptiness. And what you would continue to seek is external validation to actually find yourself. So the question we want to ask ourselves is, for those going into the creative industry, what is the motive behind their creativity? Is it to feel an emptiness, a vulnerability? Is it to find meaning? Or is it just a facade to escape away from a reality? Because if your creativity on the social media space is just to feel your sense of self, then you would have what we call more external locus of control. But sadly, that does not still fill up the gap of, for example, in this case, he evidently suffered emotional isolation. Because if he was intentional enough to come through that route, and he still shared the fact that there were still some one or two persons in his life that he still found as significant, but it was still depersonalized from them. It meant that he was disconnected from his real self, the Andy Damisa self. He was disconnected from it. The self you guys felt was actually functioning was the lazy writer self. Yes. So what I would say is this. There's also what we call high-functioning depression. I don't want to categorize it as a personality disorder, but you would see people achieving milestones, people breaking boundaries, in the space. You see them coming up, presenting themselves every day just to fulfill the rights of their audience. But deep down, while in their real self, they are very much empty. Okay? And it becomes, especially those that have borderline personality disorder, it becomes so dramatic that you can be emotionally high in an instance now, and then you just crash out in the next instance. Now, I cannot make more judgment, but you would agree with me also too that for many of those in the creative industry, they are exposed to substance addiction, they're exposed to behavioral addiction, and all these are contributory factors, especially when you are involved in taking stimulants, you're involved in taking hallucinogens. These things would disrupt your internal biological clock, your sleep cycle, and then you start to experience things like insomnia and associated problems.
Okay,
so
Hamid.
The point is this. Yes.
Okay, so I was going to ask you, because you've mentioned quite a number of things right now. What are some of the signs that we see that somebody is struggling emotionally? Because we know that it's not everybody that wants to ask for help, either from family members or from friends or whatnot. So what are some of these key signs that somebody may be struggling emotionally, even if they are not asking directly for help?
Okay. The first, for men, I just want to still be gender sensitive. Most often times than not, they would not come to say, I'm sad, I'm overwhelmed, I'm tired, and home. But you'd start to notice that they start to they start to have problems, whether in their relationships, whether in the workplace, whether in even attaining productivity in their normal daily life tasks. And the very common one you see is they get disinterested in things they will usually do. Now, to the other side, because the challenge with this case now is what we see. That's the problem with social media. What we see is what we think is the reality.
Yeah.
Or it's actually staged. Yes. If only we could bring someone who lives around the lazy writer now to discuss what his typical everyday life is, then we could probably make a more informed judgment around why he took his life. But I can assure you that for anyone around you, first is a change in their lifestyle. Okay, it could be a sudden withdrawal, it could be a gradual withdrawal. Okay, it could be abrupt, it could be steady. But the point is, when you notice that there's an inconsistency in how an individual is making judgments, in how he or she is taking decisions, in how generally their normal lifestyle patterns are, without any cursory basis, then you should ask questions. And then again, when you notice, because it's towards the two extremes, it could be a depressive pattern, total withdrawal, depersonalization, disconnecting from people gradually, and then or it could be mania, it could be serious excitement, it could be so much of energy that the person is just at full fire, all the cylinders are firing, and you're like, wow. But I tell you, that could lead to a crash. Okay? So the first thing you want to understand if you're close to those individuals, were they eating, for example, some would have eating problems, some would have lifestyle drinking problems, some would find it difficult to sleep, some would now start to medicate, abuse and drugs and all other things. So but more importantly is, if you have a friend whose smiles are not genuine, who is forcing himself to function in other areas of life outside the area where you know him to be good, because it's about balance. It is about balance. If you find an individual struggling to keep relationships, struggling to maintain relationships, it's a very significant indicator to saying that individual is experiencing probably emotional isolation, or the individual is experiencing emotional exhaustion, but is now at the stage of depersonalization. Now, what we don't understand is there's also digital burnout. In this case, when you consistently do things over and over and you want to continuously meet the expectation of your viewers, it could lead to burnout. And that's why we encourage digital minimalism. So in all of this, an individual would not understand the fact that he's actually experiencing the burnout syndrome if he has adopted some negative coping patterns, or if nobody's even telling him, guy, you need to rest, guy, you need to relax, guy, you need to take care of your health, guy, you need to check yourself out. And the sad part is this: in this case, I am sure he has been experiencing somatic symptoms like headaches, like tummy aches, like some bodily signs. Migraines could have been happening, but he would have probably been medicating and trying to cope with it. And these are signs the body is telling you that I need to shut down, I need to rest. So when he was drafting that letter, he was in the survival mode, okay? But because these are routines that he has been habitual, that has been used to his pattern in lifestyle, he still felt the need to go this route. But he was in the survival mode, meaning his body was already shutting down, and nobody saw those signs. Nobody asked questions. Nobody sent care and concern. As a matter of fact, you might even want to judge them to say, "Why you are just alone? You don't even check on me and her." Not knowing that this individual that you think is very much okay is having so much struggles. So I want to say here again that it's about less judgment and more compassion. That an individual is even smiling doesn't mean you should take them for granted, and that they are quiet doesn't mean you should still take them for granted. The very important thing is you need to start having genuine connections. It's not about the number of engagements online. It's about having meaningful and genuine connections.
Thank you.
Because it is about chronic emptiness. And it is happening, and it will continue to happen as we continue to digitalize our lives. So let's start looking around ourselves. So for example, our lifestyles, for example, a lot of individuals have not grown up with in a home that was communal, okay? They had suffered neglect, they had suffered abandonment. Growing up into adulthood, they just start to find themselves by default. Now, these individuals are now living by themselves in a digital world. You know, they are not connected to humans. This in itself is a form of sickness. It's not a normal way of life. And we have a lot of addictions associated with it, which will later on now lead to comorbid symptoms. So I want to use this opportunity to plead that let's start having meaningful, genuine connections.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Mohammed Hamid. Thank you so much for joining us on the show. I mean, if we could go on and on about this conversation and the time will not permit us. So we're going to schedule another time for this, and we would love for you to be here with us in the studio so that we can have this conversation very soon. But for now, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow. Quite an interesting conversation.
Yes.
From what he said, there's something that got me from the conversation. He said he spoke about genuine smiles. You know, people who just smile to cover up the way they feel. And if you don't look closely and don't understand how this person was prior to that moment, you think, oh, that's how they are. They're always happy.
I think that the problem is, you know, the thing he said about not growing up in a communal setting.
Background.
One way to know whether someone is going through something is to look at their patterns, right?
Yeah.
Like if someone used to be bubbly and all of a sudden you can tell, right? Now imagine if that happens, but the person is with strangers. They're just like, okay, this person is naturally quiet. Now we don't know how from us, but no say, no, this is not. So that's the thing. We really need to surround ourselves with people who know us, because I feel like those are I mean, not everything will be within our control. That's the truth. Suicide is an unfortunate thing. I'm very sure that Anderson will be missed by his family and his loved ones. And
I'll miss
to be honest, there's only so much that anybody could have done in that situation. Not all of these situations are within our control. But for the people that we still have with us, I would say, let's be more mindful. Let's not beat ourselves up for the things that are not within our control.
We should be kind to people around us as well.
But let's really be more mindful of the people that we still have with us.
Well, you're still watching Take 3, guys, and like we mentioned earlier, we promised to update you on the latest happenings in the world of entertainment. So here goes your daily dose of E-News. We'll be back.
On entertainment news, Burna Boy has reached another historic milestone after his I Told Them World Tour officially became the highest grossing tour by an African artist. The tour spanned multiple continents, selling out major arenas across Europe, North America and Africa, and drawing record-breaking ticket sales. Industry analysts credit the success to Burna Boy's consistent global presence, crossover collaborations, and growing international fan base. The achievement further positions Afrobeats as a dominant global sound and confirms Burna Boy's place among the most commercially successful touring artists worldwide. Funke Akindele has expressed deep gratitude after her latest project, Behind the Scenes, grossed over 1 billion naira within just 19 days of release. The actress-producer described the milestone as a testament to audience loyalty and the growing strength of Nollywood cinema. The success adds to Funke Akindele's long list of box office records and reinforces her reputation as one of Nigeria's most successful filmmakers, particularly during festive release windows. Peter Okoye has joined the outpouring of grief following the tragic death of AIDS-linked to boxing champion Anthony Joshua, who reportedly died in a car accident. Sharing condolences publicly, Okoye described the loss as devastating and urged compassion and prayers for the bereaved families. The incident has drawn attention to the dangers of road travel and the ripple effect of tragedy beyond immediate families. Actress Laide Bakari has criticized colleagues who made what she termed insensitive or opportunistic social media posts following the death of actress Allwell Ademola. Bakari urged restraint, empathy, and respect for the deceased and their family, warning against turning moments of grief into content and controversy. Her comments have sparked broader conversations about digital ethics, mourning culture, and accountability within Nollywood. Music legend Tubaba has clarified that FaZe, his former Plantation Boys bandmate, has no involvement in his long-standing dispute with Blackface. Responding to renewed speculations, Tubaba emphasized that the conflict remains strictly personal and should not be extended to others. The statement follows years of public disagreements between Tubaba and Blackface over royalties, authorship, and legal issues tied to the former group.
See, no matter the difference me and Blackface gets, No matter the quarrel with me and Blackface gets, it's between me and Blackface. Nothing concerns Face this side. So Face is here right now, and we will represent.
Shantizo has announced plans to release a new single titled Husband and Wife, signaling a renewed chapter in his music journey. The singer described the track as reflective, mature, and inspired by love and commitment. Fans see the release as part of his steady return to the spotlight after years of reduced visibility in the mainstream music scene.
You will be my wife, and I will love you forever and ever. Today, I become your husband, and you will love me forever and ever.
The sons of Sean Diddy Combs are set to speak publicly in a new docuseries, offering their perspective of the emotional and personal toll of their father's legal battles. The project is expected to explore how the controversies have affected their family, public perception, and private lives. Producers say the series aims to humanize the experience beyond headlines and court filings. Forbes has officially declared Beyoncé a billionaire, citing earnings from the Cowboy Carter album, world tour revenues, and the success of her sacred haircare brand. The recognition highlights her ability to translate artistic success into sustained business growth, placing her among a small group of self-made female billionaires in the entertainment industry. Analysts describe the milestone as a reflection of long-term brand building rather than one-off success. Singer David is facing increasing legal pressure as authorities consider filing charges related to the Celeste Rivers murder case. While no formal indictment has been issued, reports indicate prosecutors are reviewing evidence and witness statements. Legal experts caution that the investigation is ongoing and stress the importance of due process as the case continues to attract intense public attention. Cardi B has responded to online criticism, questioning why NFL star Stefan Diggs was absent at her Christmas celebrations. The rapper dismissed the backlash, stating that personal relationships do not require public explanation. Her response reignited conversations about celebrity privacy and the unrealistic expectations placed on public figures' personal lives.
I can't change. I can't go back in time. You know what I'm saying? I already had a baby. Y'all want me to put my baby back in my... Huh? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? Y'all want me to leave my man and yours? I don't know. What y'all want me to do? What y'all want me to do? We can only go forward now. So, I don't know.
That's all on entertainment news.
Hello and welcome back. This is Still Take 3. So 2025 gave us blockbuster moments, headline-making weddings, and unforgettable hits, but also plenty of scandals that had social media boiling over. From messy celebrity feuds to shocking arrests, courtroom drama, and endless call-outs, this year reminded us that fame in Nigeria isn't just about the spotlight. It's also about surviving the storm. So let's rewind through the chaos. Here's our pick for the biggest scandals of 2025, in no particular order.
We start off with Very Dark Man, who was everywhere in 2025. But his clash with Iyabo Ojo was inescapable. What started as criticism over Mohbad's case spiraled into police petitions, lawsuits, arrests, and endless Instagram lives. With leaked chats, legal threats, and public insults, social media split into two camps and stayed that way for months. Activism or clout. Nobody can seem to agree, and that's why it never stopped trending. If you thought that was going to be all from VDM, well, you're wrong. VDM accused Bobrisky of deception and dragged the Falana family into claims of selective justice. Legal letters flew, retractions were demanded, and tensions exploded online. Bobrisky's brief EFCC detention over currency abuse only poured petrol on the fire. It was part legal drama, part social media circus, but peak 2025 energy. Moving away from VDM, by now we all know that when Portable's name trends, something wild just happened. Portable did try to convince us that peace is optional. His arrest over an alleged assault came with viral videos of him resisting officers and shouting superstar privileges. Bail followed, memes followed harder, and once again, chaos somehow boosted his relevance. In 2025, Portable didn't dodge trouble, he ran towards it. Social media froze when reports claimed Speed Darlington was wanted by NAPTIP over alleged sexual assault. The news followed a live session where Darlington seemingly implicated himself in suspected criminal behavior.
I'm not coming. You hear me? I'm not coming. I have not committed any crime.
Fans couldn't tell whether it was a serious case or another round of social media clout chasing. While NAPTIP declared him wanted in connection with allegations of rape, cyberbullying, and cyberstalking, we haven't heard a conclusive end to the situation. Speed denied everything in chaotic videos, blaming enemies and claiming it was fake news. Two controversial personalities, one loud internet. What could possibly go wrong? This scandal featured two individuals who had found themselves at the center and also being the source of controversy in 2025. VDM and Speed Darlington went head-to-head in a verbal war that was equal parts funny and chaotic. Both men hurled insults, made wild accusations, and turned their beef into online comedy. Fans joked that it was the most unserious fight of the year. Speed Darlington had a long year for a fact, because one of the strangest moments of 2025 was when Speed Darlington tried trolling Burna Boy, accusing him of stealing his style. Bang did a ding! But Burna didn't respond, not even once. Instead, fans turned the whole thing into a running joke, posting memes and fake diss tracks. By ignoring the drama, Burna Boy ended the scandal before it even began, reminding everyone that silence really is the best clapback. Scandal is no respecter of anyone or religion. Gospel star Mercy Chinwo's legal battle with her former manager, Easy T, dominated headlines. Allegations of contract breaches and unpaid royalties turned worship music into courtroom drama. Fans were shocked because, gospel or not, the industry showed it's still business first. This drama didn't leave the set, but got the internet buzzing when veteran actor Femi Branch was accused of slapping a younger actor during a movie shoot. Reports claimed the altercation happened after a disagreement over script changes. Eyewitnesses said the situation got heated and that other crew members had to step in. Though denied, the story highlighted growing concerns about abuse of power and ego clashes within the film industry. From set drama to eternal beef, Iyabo Ojo returned to the list after her long-running feud with Lizzy Anjorin resurfaced. Accusations flew, receipts were hinted at, and old grudges got fresh engagement. Proof that in Nollywood, rivalries don't expire, they reload. But this one was stronger. Speaking of stronger, what appeared as the most beautiful relationship on the internet turned to weeks of online drama. Regina Daniels and Ned Walker's marriage faced intense scrutiny. Their marriage, once celebrated as a high-profile fairy tale union, became a major source of public debate following a series of unsettling social media and family developments that hinted at deep marital strain. The Regina Daniels-Ned Walker saga has now taken its place among the defining celebrity controversies of 2025, sparking wider discussions and national debates on power, control, and privacy. What was once glam became uncomfortable and impossible to ignore. 2025 will go down as a year where relationship drama really took center stage. One of the year's biggest scandals came towards the end of the year, involving actress Doris Ogala and Pastor Chris Okafor. Ogala made explosive claims suggesting a personal relationship with the clergyman, blurring lines between faith, power, and celebrity. The pastor denied everything, calling the claims false and damaging, but changed tune and knelt on his pulpit asking Ogala and whoever he offended for forgiveness. The saga sparked heated debates about accountability, spiritual authority, and private conduct in public spaces. Mr. Money with the Vibe, Asake, also trended for all the wrong reasons after a video surfaced of his father accusing him of neglect. The emotional clip split public opinion and forced the singer into unwanted family conversations. In 2025, even success wasn't enough to protect privacy. Still in music, Black Bones and Odumodu Black gave fans a heated lyrical war that shook up the Nigerian hip-hop scene. It started with Odumodu claiming he brought rap back to mainstream relevance, a comment that Black Bones saw as disrespect. Now the plot has thickened. The allegations of assault involving a record label staffer, and the matter is reportedly headed to court. At this point, it's no longer just about bars or bragging rights. This beef has spilled off the timeline and into real-world consequences.
Before everyone,
from messy breakups to bold call-outs and courtroom chaos, 2025 was a year drama ruled the headlines. Some scandals faded quickly, others defined the entire year, but all of them proved that in Nigeria's entertainment industry, controversy never takes a holiday. These aren't all the scandals, but just the ones that made our list. We'll be watching to see who makes the list in 2026.
Okay, guys, I hope you enjoyed those ones. Those weren't all the stories for 2025, but we just said that let's just pick one or two and tell you what's up. So, having this conversation with us today. Do you guys want to guess? Do you guys want to guess? Do you guys want to guess?
The one, the only, our very own. He's done it internationally. He's doing it locally. The man himself.
Thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much, guys.
Thanks for coming to hang out with us today. Thank you for
While
coming.
we're watching that thing,
We were just having some more conversations. Please.
Kolade, it seems you're a bit hungry.
There's a lot on your chest.
Relax.
Bring it here.
I'm not angry. You know, I was just saying, like, wow, 2025 was what it was. I mean, it was what it was. We saw everything.
Yeah.
Like, we saw everything. I'm shocked that, I mean, wow.
With that amount of legal drama.
Yes, as the stories were rolling, I was like,
You know, but there was something you said earlier about how concerning the legal system and legal angles. Yeah, I would like you to repeat it so that you'll say you're the one that said it's not.
Well, I think it's common knowledge that 2025 was the year that we were tested, you know, in terms of the legal part of things. I think it was the year that a lot of people made a mess of our legal system, just for whatever reason, for clout, for you know, elements best known to them, or for reasons best known to them.
They turned our legal system into two fighting.
Yes, into a joke.
It was very ridiculous.
I like to say they're into a joke.
But
there was a joke.
There was something I said maybe that was the only way they could get the attention of people.
No, so why do you need the attention of people for something that you are fighting for?
No. Maybe it's not people. Maybe it's the person like me and you get issue.
Okay.
And they try to say, bro, sir, for this thing what you do, me no they good.
And you know what?
Yes. I carry you go court now.
Okay. I send you paper.
Exactly, serve you. You we serve.
And you serve me now. The matter you don't know it's very yet.
Matter plenty.
Do you guys notice that a lot of these stories we don't know the resolution?
Yes.
We don't know what they discuss. We just say they serve person paper.
So that's the thing. So it's always easy to make noise, and everybody just comes out to say, "Oh, you said this, you did this. Oh, this is it." You post it on social media. That one goes viral. There's a rebuttal. The next one, when they go to court, eventually you probably don't know how many people are still following up the Mohbad case.
That is still happening. At least we still talk about it, you know, occasionally when the conversations come out, and we still, you know, check it. And people wait for the next information that drops every other time.
It keeps unfolding.
But that's the thing. I don't think people are following the unfolding. People are just waiting for who just make noise.
The next person
to just shout about the matter.
So again, all of us we gotta go court. Maybe all of us come back.
Okay, so there's a whole lot to unpack with regards to this particular conversation. Some of the biggest scandals for the year 2025. But we have to go on a quick break. We'll be back. Stay with us.
All right, welcome back. It's still Take 3, and we're still here. We're unboxing all the scandals that happened in 2025. We're just going through them because if you look back, I'm like,
just now,
just now. And there are some recurring factors. They are constant in these controversies.
Yeah. Number one.
Number one.
Defamation.
Hey!
Who did not defame this year? Raise your hand if they did not defame you.
Every very dark man gang, fidelity gang.
Yes.
It was a roller coaster of defamation lawsuits.
my God.
Now, Kolade, what would you say prompted this kind of character? Because before, people know they do like that. So, but this 2025 can't be like, say, everybody cut through.
They learned from the top now. They learned from the top. It's what they saw that they started to. And no matter how you try to look at it, right? I was saying something before we came on. It's you see things and then you emulate and you say, oh, it's not that deep. I can do it too. Another person picks it up. I can do it too. And then before you know, it becomes an issue. Before now, everybody used to be scared of the police. It's how many people they arrest this year.
But is that they arrested? People now have friends.
They said you have just been invited to the...
They invite people in invitation.
You go, you come back. You even brag about to say they don't arrest you, they don't leave you. Before it was a major thing. Right? If you were in for questioning, I mean, you don't even want to be in for questioning because you know in your mind that this is not what you should be doing. Right?
Exactly.
But everybody just wanted to make quick cash. And somehow it made them more relevant.
Yes, now because once they come back, because once they come back, they set ring lights.
Yes, so
and
that's
people
the
are
next thing.
waiting for you to spill the juice.
We're waiting for.
Come and tell us.
Do you guys remember? I'm sorry, I was talking about this day. I just remember the whole portable thing.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Whatever it was, we don't know that he had superpowers like that. So he's flying.
You see, shout out to portable. That's my guy.
Say it well.
A lot of people sometimes saw these scandals as publicity stunts. Because they felt that some of these celebrities would intentionally get involved into an issue to just gain popularity. Do you think that was also a means that most of these celebrities were actually trolling? Do you think that ever happened?
I think yes. I mean, yes.
You can mention celebrity.
Not even mentioning it. I mean, before now, I mean, you mentioned Portable. For example. Portable will tell you if you have a one-on-one, he's just doing his own too.
For just cruise.
You think Portable has a problem with anybody? Oh, okay. When you meet Portable, you know he doesn't have problem with anybody. So for him, it's just doing whatever he needs to do to stay in the faces of people, to stay relevant, and to push his music. And if you get caught in that with that web, or you get caught with the stray bullet, I mean, eventually it will move on, and then we go back to the next phase and we deal with another thing. So I think for Portable is one of those. Yeah, Very Dark Man started off on a good note, to some point. I mean, I think he just left. When he started, he was doing the Lord's work.
But he missed his way.
Somehow, it became an issue of something else, And a lot of other people as well. I think it was just a battle for relevance. The social media space is quite, small in terms of, attention. People don't even have that attention anymore.
Yeah.
So everyone's looking for how to connect with people. Even the musicians suffered it this year. How many major hits did you count this year? If we didn't get Fala and Shode, we'll probably be we'll still be somewhere last year. But that's what it is. The attention space, you don't have it as much. Everybody's distracted doing a few things. So
I saw a tweet where someone said 2026 is the year you fight for your attention span.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's going to get a lot worse.
Yes. I mean, it's not easy. See our Nollywood people now. They danced a lot this year.
Not be small dancing.
Growing up,
promote movies.
Growing up, you will hear. Let's remove the dancing. Speaking of Nollywood and all the grassroots that happen. Growing up, people always acted like, actors and actresses, listen, they do not too serious like that. Well, this year they proved us wrong.
They proved us
wrong.
With
the fights, with the punches that were happening, it's as if actors and actresses is like we do military training. before
them,
you
it
go
has to be
for
part of
acting
their
classes.
training.
Yes.
You need military training before you go
A
for
lot of
acting classes
fights this
because
year.
then they beat people.
A lot of fights this year.
But I feel that people this year began to take things too seriously, if we should look at it from that perspective. I think there was a time where because that's why you would end up involving police, going to court, because I feel that let's see how the music industry now.
Okay.
Black Bones, Odumodu. This beef that's going on. Yeah. Usually we will just leave it in music and we hear it in a rap song.
Mixtape, this track.
But now, physical violence don't enter.
Yeah.
Baba, they collect people, allegedly. They say he collects in glass.
They say they want to collect with glasses.
He use and do photo shoot.
They say
He's
he
beating people up that are associated with Chocolate City and this is what Chocolate City put out as a statement. So it has gotten
that one too still they cut to.
Yeah, he has gotten beyond the regular cruise and chill to actual physical violence.
And there are real life consequences for these things.
How did we get there?
Let me just laugh. but seriously, Odumodu and Black Bones, I think I think it has always been like that when it comes to rap music. For no matter how you try to take it away, crew versus crew has always been there.
Yeah.
We just didn't hear about it that time. Did not mean that it wasn't happening.
Right.
Yes.
In Nigeria.
Because, even in Nigeria, I mean, there was a time that Idris and Rugged cannot stay in the same place. I think it has always just been there. At the time, we just knew how to manage it.
Yes.
And there was no social media.
Yeah, we have social media now.
But now, everybody is battling for relevance. Everybody, because at the end of the day, you know that the fans will probably fuel this beef. Do you understand?
Okay, look at such a big deal.
Look at when we had MI and Vector. Like you said, it didn't get to police case.
Yeah.
But
it was there.
It was there. I remember there were times that that MI would not be in the same space as Vector. It's not because they wanted to fight, but because they were trying to avoid any tension. You know, that could probably lead to that. So,
And the fans fanned it.
Yes.
Yeah,
The fans were fanning
It is our tradition.
X fingers.
Because of time, we have to wrap this up.
I mean, we could go on and on and on about this one.
I can't believe we didn't get to talk about my fave.
Scandal. Who's your fave?
Regina.
Pastor Chris Okafor.
Regina.
Oh, Regina.
Guys, I'm making this video. Do you guys remember when she did that video? At 5 a.m. with bone straight and a really cute face.
We have to go. Emily and your
2025 was the year.
It was the year.
It was the year of scandals.
Beautiful year.
But definitely, we hope that 2026 would be calmer because let's not fight, let's not cause problem. Kamade, thank you for joining us.
Tax is coming. Don't worry. Everybody will cooperate.
Tax is coming. Everybody will come. I love it.
Y'all will be too. Kamade is saying you might be a little too broke to fight. It's not me that's going to do it.
Broke to go to court.
Or you use the little money you have so you make more money from court. So then you sue everybody. Goodbye, guys. We'll see you tomorrow. We hope you love the show.
Enjoy the
Bye. Bye.
Enjoy
Goodbye. No, hit me. Hit me. I want to take that. Tax is coming. Tax is really coming. Oh my God.